So that's me getting ready. I need to iron this top. So Instagram is in the making. And then I've had some ideas for my music that I'm going to do for my page. I need to do more videos, just any and anywhere, and don't overthink it. Where before I've got clothes that I wear and I dress up in my clothes, I just want to get out of that and just go and do my songs, you know. But I always need my son with me so he can record me. So I just need to get into more of a flow state and get really, it's not so much motivated, inspired, and it's inspiration. I've had a lot of inspiration, and I just keep seeing myself, because it's visualization I'm talking about here. When I'm speaking, I'm talking about visualization. You need to understand this, because people might think, and I don't care what people think, but I'm just saying it, that she's always talking like this, but I feel like people need to understand the process. I can see myself just getting up and going. And I want to move to it. I would love, that's my dream, to live in another country. And the more I do my visualizing, the more I listen to speakers and what have you, the more I'm seeing, because this is what visualizing is about, really seeing what you're aligned with and saying, I just want to move out. That's what I really, really want. Move out of the country and live near the beach. And it's not a fantasy, and I'm just saying it for the sake of it. I really want to manifest that and live somewhere where people are nice and they're not living this hard life where it's about status and, I don't know, people just not interconnecting and being good to one another, and nobody wants to help each other. Each man's out for themselves, I believe, here far too much, and no one cares if the next man's suffering. Everyone will turn a blind eye. So I want to live somewhere where there's more community, everyone's looking out for each other, where I can eat fresh fruit every day. And I'm getting older, and I just really, really want that. So that was a part of my vision the other day, and I just really felt it strong. Like I saw myself getting up and just going, and I keep seeing it just getting up and going. And I keep saying to myself, oh, I'd love that if I could just get up and leave this place, this country. So this is what it really is. So naturally, let your visualization just go in the direction it's supposed to, because a lot of us are forcing what we want to see. Do you know? And I'm saying to myself, and I know manifestation is when you're aligned. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but I need to just be out of here. Right, I've read some of the book. I need to put my wig on. I'm going to wear the same wig that I wear all of the time nowadays, because like I said, I've really not been doing any type of maintenance too much. I need to do some pampering, but I just haven't been in the mood to do it, because I've been doing my stretching though every single day, which I'm very happy with, and I'm sticking to it. I'll show you in a minute what I've got. And it's difficult, but I've made up my mind. I've zoned in on that area and said to myself, I will be sticking to it, because I've done a lot of muscle memory training So I've got it in there, because before I wasn't consistent with it, and I don't like that. I don't like saying things to myself and then I don't do it. It's very much not like me, but I didn't know it was going to be so hard to train into stretching. Very difficult, because it's very painful. But what it is for me is it helps me a lot. It gives me a lot of peace. I don't know what it does for me, but it just changes a lot of me. And then I'm just using this for my eyebrows. I'm not the moves are not very good because I haven't done it for a while, because my body is feeling stiff because of stress. And I know I've done stretching before, and I've done it every day for, you know, a long time, and then I've seen results in the moves. So what I have learned is a lot from stretching. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I believe it's going to take me somewhere nice. How comes this is? It's going to take me somewhere very nice. Oh my gosh, you know what? I need to cream my face, because I've been doing it for so many years, and I've learned a lot. It's been a very slow process. But now it is about the moves. It's about perfecting the moves. I don't know the poses of me. I don't know what I was doing before. But I'm very much of an inner person. So I must have been learning something about it. And now it's about the actual poses and getting myself into the perfect positions. But that's going to take some time, because the body is not formed and sculpted into these positions, which is fine. Once upon a time I was like, oh, there's something wrong, there must be something wrong. No, that's saying that's something wrong. There's going to be something wrong. We have to be very careful how we're speaking, because people are not training it. They're just training you in the positions. But people that are advanced in it have been doing it probably from when they were kids. You know, so they're able to get into the position. But what you'll see is online, people just going into the positions. They haven't taught you the step-by-step process. So nobody thinks there's a step-by-step process. And there is quite a long process. Yeah, and you have to be distressed as well. Stress can cause a lot of issues when you're doing the poses. So I'm spending time with myself. I don't stay in the position for too long either, because I don't need to until my muscles basically relax. And I don't say relax, but they come out of the flight or fight situation, where my pelvis, I know my pelvis needs to open up more. Had pelvis problem, and this is all to do with stress. Yeah, I'm going to tell the honest truth about the situation. So it's like I need to be more agile, and the muscles need to be strengthened more, and the tendons need to be repaired. So it's a process with me anyway. So some moves just look like, oh, I'm never going to get into that position, but I will. It looks really messy. It doesn't look like the pose at all. Especially my side position. I can't remember, but I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you the pose I'm talking about. So I suggest you may do this for yourself, because it will help. So I've got this here, and I use this now. So this is the morning poses. Quite a few poses, but like I was saying, like which pose is not going very well. This pose is not going very well. This is the fine twist, it's called. So, and I've got all the names of the poses, which is good. So, because I'm finding my leg and my side, but it's helping my side. Obviously, you know what's going to help me, and it's going to take some time for that pose to look like this pose. My gee, I'm going to have to put a belt on. So And I feel weaker in the morning than I do in the evening. But I'm going to keep going. Morning and evening. So this is a great motivator. This is the evening. Don't watch that sticker was on there. And I said to myself, I don't find it exciting when I do it either. It's quite boring. But why it's boring is I'm not used to it in my mind. It has to keep progressing. And why I say I'm not used to it in my mind doing the moves is because I want it to look like this. I'm used to it in a way where I've learned how to do it as a practice, because I was saying that, you know, I am used to the fact that it's repairing areas of my body, and I haven't been consistent, but I do understand that. But the actual poses, where's my comb? I give up on, because I'm saying, oh, I want it to look, and this is probably why. This is why I've not continued on a regular basis, because I feel like I'm not good enough. But this is not what stretching is about. It's not about feeling good enough. It's about your health. It's about your mobility. So say now I do it for 2 years, no matter the storms I'm going through, because what I notice when I'm going through ups and downs, I stop and start. It's good for depression as well. It's good when you're feeling down. It's good for when you feel like nothing's going your way, because it is basically a manifester stretching, and it's time for yourself. So when I do it, I just feel like I'm in a whole different place, a whole different world, and it's hard, and I get lazy and I don't want to do it. Even some of the moves, I said, oh my gosh, I've got so much moves left, and sometimes I rush through the moves, but I don't care. Do you know why? Because I've done them. And the more I do them, the more, when I see the improvement, because I'm very much about improvement and some so-called perfection. There's probably the perfection in me that I will be happier to get up and do them, because now I'll be able to look good, I suppose, because it's all about fashion, isn't it? Maybe that's the word I'm trying to find, because it has to get done every single morning without fail. It has to be a part of my life, because I always feel better. Since I've been doing it, I've been feeling a lot more, well, I say happier, more stronger, more like life is going to get better. It's a meditation to me. It's just giving me hope. I cannot explain it. It's like, it's changing my life. It's like if you're listening to affirmations and you're going to have such and such. It's like that. It's showing me. I'm not putting a wig cap on. I haven't been wearing wig cap because I haven't got none. It's showing me as I'm doing the stretching a whole different life. And it's doing the work for me. It's leading me. It's not just stretching. It's just a whole tranquil world it's bringing me into. And because I know I'm not making sense, I'm finding it very hard to explain. When I do it more, I will come back and explain what I'm really meaning. And I never noticed this before, because I've been doing stretching, and like I said, I've been watching other people. That's why I got the cards, so I don't have to keep watching other people, because that's a humongous distraction for me at the moment, because I'm always feeling less, feeling like, you know, I've got to get it as good as them. And they're not saying that to me either, but it's just not peaceful either, because I'm watching someone else. But this is just me. This is where I've got in myself. So the cards, I can just zone in on me and be with me, regardless of what mood I'm in. I might not be in the best of mood. And that's what I said to myself as well. I don't care if I'm in a good mood or not. I'm doing it. And where before, I would be persuading myself not to do it. When it's very much, it has to happen. I have to do it. It has to be done. because it is really important for my mobility and my future health. It's very like it's like probably more important than food, because we're not even consuming the right foods, a lot of us. So that is where it's got for me now. I don't give a damn. Every morning and night. Yesterday I did it at night only. I didn't do it in the day, but I've done it in the day today. And I forgot that eyebrow. I will continue. Just, I don't care. It's not about how I feel. Just do it. It's not about feeling good. That's not what exercise is about. To make you happy and feel good. It's for your health. Just get on with it and don't moan. Don't care no more. I was looking for too much comfort when it comes to exercise. When I was younger, it used to be a lot more appealing, because kids, you know, they just bounce off the walls, don't they? But I know stretching, so because even my son was doing stretching, and he was in a lot of pain, and he needs to do stretching as well. He's a gym instructor. I don't care how painful it is. It's got to be done. It's way worth it, you know. So that's really what I'm doing with stretching at the moment. And that's just the way it's going to stay. You know. And like I said, I'm in another world. It takes me to another place. Like, it's beautiful. Like I'm on holiday. I feel like I'm in a different realm. Which is a good realm. And I will try to explain it to you another time, because I do understand what it's about. But my communication skills are not there yet. So it's obviously not meant to be time for me to explain it. But trust in yourself. Do what you can, even if it's a little bit. A little bit helps as well. People think they have to do all this, what do you call it? Athletic type exercising. Just don't do that to yourself. Don't listen to the lies. There's too much people out there saying this is the way it has to be, and then people are not doing it at all because they feel ashamed that they haven't got it right. I went to exercise classes before. I think it was Tai Chi, and the actual instructor was so negative. And he didn't want to teach beginners. And he tried to make up like there was something wrong with me. And I went away second guessing myself, even though he's not at the gym now, thank God. And I say just put bad spirits on people to try and make them think like they're somehow type. Because if your body can't go into a certain mood, advanced ones were showing off. And I was like, I just started this class. So really, how am I supposed to really understand the moves? This man didn't want to teach. I said, have you got a beginner class? This man didn't even want to teach beginners. I said, why are they in your class in the first place? All he wanted to do was teach the advanced people. I was like, some people just got some issues, mum. So I don't mind teaching beginners. I prefer to teach beginners because they're the ones that need the most help. And gently as well. And kindly. And you're good enough in your positions. Don't be put off by advanced, because and don't be around the show-offs either. And if anyone's putting you down in your exercise, I would leave that class, because it's all a progression exercise. And I think will be formed unless you're continuously doing it as well. If you stop and start, you're not going to see the results you want. But if you're stopping and starting for a reason, fine. But I suggest if you can, because it could be a mindset issue with me. Stretching was a mindset issue. And then I kept getting down as well. And then I stop and start when people upset me. And I shouldn't let that get in the way. Because I've had a lot of people, I tell you, if you ever know. Just troublemaker, wanting you to not be healthy. There's a lot of people out there that don't want you to be healthy. They make money from it. So I'm letting it out there because I'm fed up of not talking about it properly. You have that type of thinking, you've got to be crazy to think like that. If you want to make money out of people that are unwell, or you're setting them up to be unwell, so they just keep coming back to you, you're definitely sick in the head if you're people like that. And I don't want to. I would have really loved to express myself. So I'm about the opposite. I'm about making sure that you zone in. And I would love to have a class one day, but I obviously I didn't know the setups of some certain people. Lies. You know, trying to make me think like I didn't know what I was talking about. In the health and wellness work, because I'm a personal trainer, I never believe, and it's not personal trainers I'm talking about either, I don't know. I know a little bit about what they're about as well, but it's about, I work with the inner self. Like, so I'm a natural person, and a lot of people really try to make out like we don't know what we're talking about because they don't want people to be okay within. I'm not that type of person. I work with the mind, body and soul. So I haven't been able to perfect my moves because the inner world was more important, because like I said, and I say it all of the time, that's where all the organs are. Yes, so we're naturally looking at where needs to be repaired. So with stretching, like I said, I've got all these moves. So when I'm doing the moves, I'm feeling where the stretch is. So I can feel it in my pelvis. I can feel it in my middle chest, because this is where most of my tension goes. So I might sit with the pose, and my mind would tell me, don't sit with it too long. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, get up, move on to the next. So you have to listen. It's not about staying there for 1 minute. If your body is saying move on, because these stretches are very powerful and they will get you somewhere in life. But if you're beginner, fine. If the poses are looking really messy, fine. In another year, if you do it every single day, they're not going to look as messy. And your body will get stronger, I'm telling you. So I got this off of Shein. It was about £3 for it, or £2. Simple. I look at these moves. There is quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30 moves. But it's worth it. And I go through it quickly at the moment. So it might take me about 15 minutes to go, because I'm really rushing through them. I rushed through them this morning because my body was feeling a bit shaky this morning. And tonight I'll do my evening, and I can spend a bit more time, because in the evening you're a bit more relaxed and you've got more time. But in the day it's a different sort of matter. It's all like got so much things on your mind that you want to go and do, isn't it? So, and it's not really good to have a lot of things on your mind, but I have to do it in the morning. So I don't want to go and eat no breakfast or have no drinks. First thing in the morning, as soon as I get up, I do the stretching. And I just want to get it done and out the way. You see? So do it for yourself. That's what I need for it. Always do it for yourself. Well, I don't care how you feel. This is how I'm getting with myself. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be in the right mood. You don't need to feel good about yourself. You don't need to feel nothing. You just need to do it, and then you'll see the results. Because I know in my life I'm stagnating. I'm just procrastinating, and I want to stop doing that now. Just do it. Throw my toys at the pram while I'm doing it. Fine. It's all good. So now I've put this wig on. I'm not putting no makeup on today. I'm going to have something to eat now. So, I don't know what this is doing here. The little girl's put that here as I turn down. Actually, I got a smoothie, and I always like to have a green tea, but I got a smoothie in the fridge, and I've had it there since yesterday, and I need to drink it. So, I've got this here. Something that I made earlier. It's quite thick because I've used 2 bananas. So I bought 3 packs of bananas thinking that they were going to last for some time. Bananas just ripe so quickly. So I'm having to eat bananas in the evening. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. And I'm thinking if I should make some type of... I don't know, I've got to make something out of these bananas because I don't want to throw them away. So this is very nice. And my daughter's got everything out. This is what I do. I come in the kitchen. I make sure, I say this every time properly. I come in, clean it, come down, and the kitchen's a mess. Did I not wash the dishes last night, Jade? Jade? And then she doesn't talk, and then she walks around as she pleases, doing what she wants, and she doesn't expect me to say nothing to her. And next time, make sure the kitchen's clean. And this is what I do every time I come. I make sure. She's going to university, so I won't have to put up with this anymore. I don't know how she's going to take care of herself, if this is how she takes care of herself in the house. In this house, she's very messy. I love her to bits. And I meant to say she's very clean. So that she's clean. Isn't it, Jane? But she has been tidying up. She's tidied up the whole house at the weekend, which I was surprised because she never does it. And she tidied up and she mopped and everything. I was so happy with her. And she's done her room. But she's got 2 weeks off of school. Easter holidays. But she's been busy. And she passed her driving test as well yesterday. I was so happy for her. She passed her driving test. I was so shocked when she came. She showed me her first time. And she passed first time, you know. She's very clever, and she was determined, and she hasn't even been taking lessons for long. I think she's been taking them for about a year, not even a year. I think it's under a year. So she's going places more than me. So being a mother is not easy. You have to sacrifice everything for them, even your health. Unfortunately, if you haven't got support, that is. And nobody understands, and nobody cares either. Your children are yours and you take care of them. But the teacher can tell you what to do. But they mean well, I suppose. We need more patient support groups for mothers and children. We need more money for mothers and children. Bringing up children is hard. It's been hard because there's not really much out there for women. A lot of people don't understand what I'm saying. But women and children were supposed to build together for the children. So that's just another situation. Too late for me now. My kids are big, doing their thing. They're not even around me no more. All the time she's gone, I don't see her. Now, I need to practice my song quickly because my son's coming. Everything's a bit messy today, unfortunately. Because I haven't been doing my music. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of mindset work again. Oh, I tell you, this life I have to live. I love it, but I don't. Do you know when you're in two minds about life? So I'm just having my brow. I'm trying to come in 45 minutes time, so I'm going to get a little bit of a practice in. And my feet are feeling sore, so I need to do some feet care today. This wig is very nice. I've had it for so long. This bread is not tasted as fresh. I have to throw it away now. I guess why I'm not enjoying it, because I had the banana smoothie and it tastes nice. The banana smoothie. I didn't want to finish it, but I couldn't drink it all because it was so filling. So I threw it away, so I'm going to make another one later and have one later. I so love bananas. So nice. And yesterday I was eating so much fruit and veg. I mean fruit. And you know, I didn't feel filled up. I'm a bit worried about fruit. I had loads of fruit. And I still felt hungry. So I think the banana smoothie will fill the gap. So that's what I think I'm going to do in the evening. Instead of having it in the morning. Because a lot of the time, I don't feel like having my banana smoothie in the morning. So I don't have to have a certain thought system where banana smoothies for the morning. I'll have it in the evening. I might as well. And I'm going to, what I said I was going to do? Oh yeah, practice. Stretching this mat. Where is Coco? I don't even know where she is. My daughter's gone again. She always goes. She's never here. I never see her no more. So I need to put it away. Put it under. Oh. It goes under there. It's a handy little mat. I got it from TK Maxx. This tripod. I need to put on this speaker. This speaker is no good again. It's not really working properly. It never has been. Buy things and then it just doesn't work for long. It's annoying. I find technology annoying because the sound is not loud enough. Tripod, see, wherever I put you, there's that light. That's what this house is about. Blaring lights, and the light is not even coming through. You can't film in this house. So let me see if I can connect this. Where are we now? Not able to install. What are you trying to install? Need to put it on Bluetooth. Bluetooth. Monitor speaker. Oh, it connected. That's good. So let me see if I can find the song.
Basement music. Visualizing, fantasizing. When I look into your eyes, it's mesmerizing. You make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. You got me locked up, feeling like I'm stuck in your realm. You're the only one I want, you're the only one I need. I feel so damn free. I'm there for you. Your love is so
amazing. I feel a little bit out of place today doing it because I just do it for some reason. But maybe my identity's changing with my music because I just feel different, and I feel like I might. The time I was making this music was a time that I was trying to bring a certain message to certain people, and I feel like that message has been brought, and I feel like I've accomplished that task. But I feel like I want to do more singing now. I'm getting out of the MCing a bit for some reason. So we'll just do this song today. I can't get out of it because the other songs are MCing, but I'll have to bring the songs forward. And then I want to start on, I say albums, we'll see if it ever comes through. I believe it does. I believe in it. Anyway, I do believe in it. So they say you just got to have the belief, and I do believe in it. One now is so soft, all of them. So I want to start on the singing again. And that will be for the second. I say album. So anyway, let me continue practicing while I'm off camera. So now I'm going, my son's coming for me now. My head is pounding, and I haven't got a headache, it's just overthinking. Don't like all the overthinking. So I've just got a little Jazz streetwear outfit on. Got my Timberlands on. Ripped jeans. I love these ripped jeans. Why? Because they're so comfortable. I got them from Shein. They are so comfortable. That's why I like wearing them quite a lot. I love jeans, so I'm just going to have to get some more. Just my little diamante top. I put a denim shirt on and just put my coat over it. So I just layered it a little bit. And I'm going to put on, this is my daughter's dumping ground. I've told her so much time, do not put her stuff on my hat. She doesn't listen to a word I say. The thing is with this child, she doesn't hear me. It's funny how, and I hear probably complain about her on these videos a lot. But it's going to be so different when she leaves, because one thing with me, I like organisation, and I think I'll be able to get on with a lot more with her gone. Not that I don't love her, but I've done the mummy bit for far too many years, and now it's time for me to focus on myself. I get back out there, and I think life will start going in the direction I want it to go in, because having a child that's constantly going around the house, making more work for you, when I've already tidied up, and then I have to go over it every time. Like, it's a lot of work. It's just a lot of work, and it's already a lot of work in this house. So it's going to be different not having her. She's going for 2 years. But we don't know if she's going to come back home after the 2 years. She might meet a nice man. And she's driving. So some kids come back home, some don't. So I reckon she won't. I reckon she'll get her own little apartment, because she's got that type of mindset where she wants a nice designer apartment. Because I've formed her like that. I know she's going to want to upgrade herself, because she's heard me go on about things, and she does what I've said that I want to do for myself. And obviously I've given her what she needs. So I've had to help her build. I've done a lot for that child. So she will live a good life. I just know it. Because she says she wants to get an apartment. So she knows what type of apartment I want to live in. If I lived in an apartment. And she sees the YouTubers all of the time. So she's young. And the YouTubers got more than I did when I was growing up. So I know she's got a plan. She's clever. So I reckon she's going to go. And I reckon she's going to find an apartment when she's at university. I don't think she's going to live at the university, because she showed me the room and it's small. So I know she's got a plan, because she says she might move out with her friend. So she'll have her eye on a place down there. So I can go and stay with her as well, which will be good for me as well, because I'll have a place in London to go to, won't I? My little girl, but she's going to be bossy to me. Very, very, very dominant. She's very dominant. She gets it from her dad. She doesn't like listening. She's very independent. The listening is because she's independent. And she's been like that since she was 2. So you can imagine the hard work I've had with her. Because I just wanted to make sure I took care of her. She just didn't want to listen to anything. So we'll see what happens anyway. And I'm interested to see what type of life I'm going to live, because I haven't not been a mother since I had my children. So back to the single life. Haven't had that since I was 24. No, 26. I had my son when I was 26. Now I'm now 50. So half of my life, isn't it? Weird. It's going to be weird. But fingers crossed I'm going to be okay. But I've been making little micro plans for myself. You know. But I'm definitely going to travel more as well. Just little travel. Little holidays here and there. What did you say?
Just letting you know that I left.
Oh, you left. Okay, then I'm not sure about this. All right, I see you soon.
Oh, bye.
Bye. I'm not sure about this hat, you know. Oh, it's old. I suppose because it's old now. And then it's looking a bit dated to me. It is because it's old. Do you know what? I can't believe my chin got like this at the bottom. I'm still... It's not so bad. When I first look at it, it's fun. But I now have to exercise. Give me some time. Give me a bell. Well, I've said I'm on this glow-up era. It didn't work out because it's the mind still. I don't like to say anything that it doesn't happen. I need some Vaseline. But I suppose I have been glowing up because it's the mind glowing up. But I let somebody in my life. And it's sort of like set me backwards. It always does when I let people in. I don't know what. I find it really odd. And you know what it is? It's because I have to work on myself. And this is what life keeps showing me on stuff. Until you get to a pinnacle that is going to be beneficial to you, try. Well, I don't know if you've got people in your life. If they're good for you, then keep them there. But if they're just about themselves, got to be very careful with those type of people. But just about themselves. And then I need to grow me. It's me. In a way that is beneficial for me. And I hadn't reached there yet. And I didn't really realise that I couldn't let certain people in unless they were helping me grow. Because I'm always giving. I'm not always the one giving. I said, nah. It's a hard journey sometimes. For me, where I'm at, it's hard, this mindset stuff. When you meet type minds that need more, you know, of what I've got, like in the way of my knowledge, you know, and I haven't got no more to give. It's too draining for me now. You know, because I was thinking, is it best to do one-on-ones? Where's my other phone? I don't know if I want to do one-on-ones because I'm planning an event, a vision board event. I'm doing some free events. I'm doing 2 more. Where's my other phone? Oh my gosh, where's my other phone? I'm on it. I'm doing 2 more. I'm recording on it. I'm saying, where's my other phone? 2 more vision board event for free. No more free events. And then I'm going to do a paid event. I bet he's outside. He's outside. I've got to go. Jaden, I'm coming.
Come on, sir, please, thank you.
So he's outside. So I'm doing a paid event for the 6th one. And that should be nice. I'm looking forward to doing that. Right, let me go. Let's go. Dylan, can you get me some footage? Huh?
Yeah.
Did I ask you for a quote?
Huh?
Did I ask you for a quote?
Oh, yeah.
It's a new airdrop, isn't it? 5909.
Did you do it here?
Oh, nice.
Did you do this one here?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one here.
You doing it now?
Yeah.
This one crazy, bro.
Thanks. Do you want to give it? Hey, Jada.
Please don't waste my energy. Cash flow on the go, green like celery. Got my people to the right, they want the best for me. Don't burst my bubble, give me space, I need my time to breathe. I'm money.
I said if that one was good. Do you want me to double up that one? Alright, cool. And then, is this the hook?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Do you want to do?
I'm money hungry. Please don't waste my energy.
Cash flow on the go.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Nah, thank you, bro. Yeah, that one's hard still. A lot of people like it, man. But I've got to do.
I'm money hungry. Please don't waste my energy. Got my people to the right, they want the best for me. Don't burst my bubble,
Give me space, I need my time to breathe. Yes, Jays.
celery. Got my people to the right, they want the best for me.
We live in paradise, always got time to fly. 8 figures in my bank, it's a time to shine. I went wrong, sorry. We live in paradise, always got time to fly. 8 figures in my bank, it's my time to shine. Millionaire status, that's the way I ride. Mindset every day that really changed my life. I love my life. Oh. I love myself, spend $1 million on myself. It's my day job, make my acid flow. I'm the best son, I keep the image blessed. Visualizing took me to the next step. We live in paradise, always got time to fly. 8 figures in my bank, it's my time to shine. Millionaire status, that's the way I ride. Mindset every day that really changed my life. I love myself, spend $1 million on myself. It's my day job, make my acid flow. I'm the best and I keep the image blessed. Visualizing took me to the next step. Never doubted my game, there's no play. I believe in myself, that's for damn sure. Blinging every day, flashing my chains. Spreading love every day, that's the right way.
Yeah, and then the chorus again.
Never doubted my game, there's no play. I believe in myself, that's for damn sure. Blinging every day, flashing my chains. Spreading love every day, that's the right way. Game, play, sell, sure. Blinging every day, chains, every day, way.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this. That's it.
shit,
There's no play. I believe in myself. It's my day job, visualizing, took me to the next step. I'm money hungry, please don't waste my energy. Cash flow on the go, green up celery. Lots of me, don't bust my bubble, give me say that means I've time to breathe. I'm money hungry, please don't waste my energy. Cash flow on the go, green up celery. Got my bros to the right, they want the best of me. Don't bust my bubble, give me say that means I've time to breathe. I got it wrong. That is my game, there's no play. I believe in myself, that's a damn sure. Blinging every day, flashing my chains. Spreading love every day, that's the right way. I love my hungry, please don't waste my energy. Alright, they want the best of me. The best of bubble, give me space, I need my time to breathe.
I'm money hungry, on the go, green like celery. Got my people to the right, they want the best of me. Don't burst my bubble, give me space, I need my time to breathe.
Yes, that's nice. The vault is
One chance, that's all I had. Me and you
What
and
the
I.
voice is
That's what I thought until I recognize I'm not the guy that you dreaming about, fantasize. And for the pain that I put you through and everything like
back in from where you messed up. That was sounding very good.
First I'm messing up my own life. I gotta do my best for you and us to say goodbye. It hurts to say goodbye. I hope you know I really try. But it's not fair on you. Hearing about the father line. But right now, it's not the time. I hate it when we fight. I hate it when I see you cry. You the perfect girl. I'm another rubbish guy. I'll start the signs. I'm not right. They don't lie. Just one chance. That's all I had. Me and you.
So Jaden wanted to stop off to get something to eat. So the studio went very well. I liked this studio as well. Very good. It's called The Vault. The Vault. Very nice place. The studio is a nice space. So was that originally meant to be a studio for everyone? Was it just meant to be a studio for everyone? Oh, it was. Very nice studio space. I'm very impressed with it. How long have you been there then?
2 months ago.
I thought it was longer. But you're always talking about that.
Very long.
I'm just writing a card for my auntie because I want to drop off a present to her if she's in. I'm hoping she's in. So I can just drop off this present. I was meant to go out last week for the dinner. Well, I just don't want to eat the food no more, and I didn't feel well either. To Auntie. Happy be. Hope you enjoyed your day. Lots of love, Jaden, Jade, and Rena. Love you all. My writing is so all over the place. I'm not a neat writer at all. I'm more into the computer. My writing is just, I can't put myself down. But I need to make sure. I've never been a neat writer. I've always been a scrappy writer. I'm not going to tell the lie. But it makes sense because I'm an organizer. So everything is not neat when you're organising. To Auntie. Hello everyone. Now, well, I was been home a long time ago and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I fell asleep when I got in because what's this hanger doing there? I was so shattered, and I had, to be honest, a very good sleep. Do you know why? Because I was at the studio for 2 hours and it was so relaxing. And it was such a nice setup. I went to a new studio, very nice there. Loved it a lot. Got the song done, just got one song done. Jay's. My son got his song done. So I've got to go back there probably the end of the month to the other producer if he is able to see me, N-Cube. But if not, what's this new studio called? The Vault. Very nice. And the producer's very nice too. Really had a good time. So I came home and I fell asleep. And then I watched a bit of telly. Been doing some, assessing in my mind to really zone in on just feeling good about my next directions and what I really need to do, because the music's a bit slow for me at the moment. And I got so inspired today because it's so nice that these producers get to be able to make their own music. I would love to have that skill. I've learnt it for so much years, but I got so much other things on my head why I haven't picked it up. And I feel like I'll pick it up soon enough, but it's not going to happen for now. And it's just one of those things. It just wasn't around when I was growing up. I say this a lot because it sounds like it's an excuse all of the time. Now I'm speaking about it because I've been going on about it for so many years. But I wish I had the opportunities that they had, and I would have been on it. But there was nowhere. Music was nowhere. I've said it so much time. So I was thinking about, the length of time I've got to learn music production, because I've got a lot of music production courses and I've got a teacher, but it just doesn't seem to be piecing together. And I can make beats like I go on Bandler, but I know it's because I'm not focused. You have to have all the time in the world. Like if I was at home as a young child, then I wouldn't have any type of issues with bills, etc. So I would be able to focus. So I said to myself, am I wanting to put that strain on myself? And I need to find a way to have this outlet of being able to make my own music at home, but at the same time, I have to feel happy making the music, because I'm noticing I'm not feeling 100% happy doing it myself. And like I said, when I went to the studio today, I was tired. I liked it. It was really nice. But why I was tired is because it was someone else's studio. It was very comfortable in there. And I really was, it was like therapy today for me. And it was so relaxing, but it relaxed in a way where it was just humongously distressing me. And I said, I know I need to be in these type of environments because it's just me. And I come home and like I said, I just fell asleep, and I haven't had such a deep, nice sleep in a long time. So I said, okay, like I said, I cannot force the process, and I just got to, understand that this could be music therapy for me, and not just the fact of now at my age that it's a dream. And I need to really look at it in that sense now, that it might just be a tranquil space, because I knew that I had changed in my identity with my music somehow, but I didn't know how. And I was saying, okay, I'm not the same age as I was when it was a dream and pushing for a dream. I'm a different age now, and I have to come from a different angle where people may be able to accept me more and understand me also. And that is in a sense of maybe, because I've had a few visions of buying some instruments in helping people with music therapy, because it really is, maybe, I'm not sure, I'm just messing about with some idea that I think I might be going along this path in where I need to be, because I saw my concert and I saw that I want it to be more tranquil. I want it to be singing. So I don't think I'm going to bring a concert out with the music that I've done, because it's a little bit more hyper. But I just want people to be feeling relaxed and calm. So I knew I had a shift in my music, and I knew I liked what I saw. So I said, okay. And then I saw something for me to do live, but I said, I want to be accepted for this because there is lots of music therapy courses out there. So I feel like I might just want to try and combine it. And I've got a music therapy course that I haven't completed, but I will look about it and see where this takes me, because I'm changing my style. You know, I'm starting to align more and more with me, and I'm really beginning to like it because it's making more sense to the type of audience that won't be looking for a certain type of artist. I'm not the same type of artist where people won't be looking, like, say for instance, the pop world. They're looking for, that's like for the children. There is a certain type of artist for just children, and I don't want to be feeling like a child when I'm doing my music. I want to be more mature, and I don't, yeah, probably more than likely want a more mature audience as well. So this is where I was seeing it, because I've got to grow with my artistry, and all the limits I had in the past, I have to throw that away and enjoy what I can and see. Also, I feel very limited with getting hold of music because I can't get into the studios as much as I would like, and getting a hold of sounds. So I'm feeling quite deprived there, and I don't want to feel deprived, and I don't want to feel restricted, and I don't want to feel like I'm not free in this area. But I don't really feel like I've ever felt free doing music, because I don't have the skills to do it myself and explore with instruments myself. So this is what I've been looking at now, and it's still like, again, an image. I've got equipment downstairs. I've got a MIDI keyboard, but my computer's messing around downstairs in the back room. So not for now. I probably need a new computer, and then I'm going to have to get some packages, which I've got some packages, but they're not fully sorted out. There's a lot. I don't want to go into it because I don't want to over explain myself, but it is growing, and this was something that was not growing before, and I feel a little bit shaky, don't get me wrong. I don't know why, but I feel shaky because it's just strange that this is still continuing, and you always want to know that you're going to make money from it. And I don't want to be, it's not something I don't, because I'm trying to choose my words in a way that is going to be explainable to me, where is, you just don't know how to measure what you're doing and when it's going to change. Because when you haven't experienced, like, I was watching the producer today, and this producer was very quick and very confident in what he was doing, and he was talking to us, and he was organising the song, and I was really intrigued in how he was doing it. And I was saying, I wish I had that confidence, because I've been doing and learning music for years, but again, it's my confidence, because not realising that I had the gift, and then all these doubts and not feeling good enough all my life, because of, that's what's been ingrained in me. So every time I'm second guessing what everything I do, and that's the only issue I have, is everything in life. If you're not in the mindset, if you've been trained to say you're dumb or you're not good enough, that's what's going to control you. It's not the fact that you can't do it. It's the programming that limits you from being greater. Because I know I can do it, but sit down there, I'm making something, but I'm just second guessing, and music is just meant to be experimental. And I just won't give myself that freedom because the inner world hasn't been allowed to. So again, it's the same type of basic problems from past situations. So annoying. That is still plaguing my present. And I try my best not to feel upset that, you know, I wasn't reared in the right way because it affects me today. So what I said I was going to do is just learn how to play and not try to make anything out of anything, and just to get out of the way of my way. This is what I'm going to try and do, and try and not control anything, because this is what the problem is. And knowing how to just be free within myself. And I'm finding it so, I understand it, obviously. So yeah, we went to studio. It was very nice. I really enjoy going to studio all of the time, but I'm always looking at the next steps, and I'm trying to just feel satisfied with what happened today and just take it away from my mind and just say, okay, so the next step, I got to write some songs. I got this video here, I got to put up some promo. I need to do some promo video, but I actually just want to do some more songwriting. But I want to feel fulfilled. And it's not the music, it's just that I want to feel like, and I said the word achievement the other day, but it's not actually achievement. I feel like I just want to experience it more. You know, making songs, being more free to be able, because that's how I felt today. And this guy had a beautiful setup. You're going to see it. Or you've seen it already, actually, because I've edited the videos in it. So it's just a beautiful place, and it just made me feel like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted. So when you have your past and you don't achieve what you want, you got to be okay. So what I did is I freed myself and I said, oh, I wish I had this skill now, today. And I was able to make, and then I had a setup where I could charge people. And I saw that's what I really, really would have wanted. And then I'd be able to make my own songs as well as make other people's. But then I stopped and I said, okay, stop there. And then I saw an image of me with all my equipment. I've seen this image quite a few times. So I said, okay, it's going to come forward because it's about your imagination. And my imagination just done it all by itself. I had a dream that I was going to the studio, you know, as well. And it was just very, very interesting to me. And it said, I've really got to get rid of this. I can't believe I got fat under my chin. I always say this because I'm really surprised. But it will go down because I've lost weight. I put on my jeans today and I've lost weight as well. So the weight's coming off little by little. So what I'm basically saying is, is the imagination showing me something. So you will get a yearning feeling. When you're manifesting something, you'll get this strong yearning feeling. And this is what I was getting, because I done Unity Promotion 7. I done 2 7s, so I done a bonus podcast as well. And I just had a humongous vision, and that's what happens. It was my vision, because I can't explain it obviously because it's my mind, but I was seeing all this different equipment. I was seeing all of the different type. The studio that I'm going to have is different. It's not anything anyone's seen, because I've got a wealth of experience and knowledge in the music, and I've observed the music industry all my life, so I understand a lot, but it's just not in my physical, and haven't shown the results of what I can do as well, much that is. So I just had a magical experience when I was doing my podcast number 7. Did I speak about it? Oh yeah, I think I was doing my podcast at the same time, and I was talking about what I was seeing in my podcast, and today as well. So the music is pushing forward. in a way I've never experienced it before. And then I was writing about it, and I saw last week that I'm going to be doing it more, and I just said yes to it, and I just know it's going to be. How, I don't know, and I didn't expect this to continue. And I'm seeing my writing, because I haven't been able to focus. When I mean focus on my writing, where it's really got no other issue, I'm just there, I'm looking at it, I'm doing it, you know, without feeling like it's not a part of me. Like when you're going to your job, you feel secure. Yeah, that's your job, you get your pay, you know that. So I wasn't feeling like that with my music. I was feeling like, okay, this was a dream that didn't come to pass, see what happened. Don't want to not do it because it's something I love. I don't want to call it a hobby either, because to me it was just me. It's just what I was always supposed to do. And when you can't live your dream and it comes to you late, it's a bugger, because you have to pay bills, and then you have to learn something, and then people don't have time to learn because they have to go and pay their bills. So I said I don't want to say it's a hobby. And then it's not to say that people in the music industry didn't take me seriously. It was very nice to me. People that was big in the music industry, they were very nice to me. I told them my age. Not that I haven't got hang-ups about my age. It's that by this time people would have stopped. They wouldn't have carried on, because they would have said to themselves, what is the point of doing this? Where is it going to get you? Who's really going to take someone like your age seriously? So like I said in my podcast, I had to look at all these different angles, and then every producer I go to, they're young. This producer I'm going to is 19. So I don't feel embarrassed when I said to him about my age, because I talk about my age a lot as well. But like I said, it's something that doesn't leave me, and I don't see the point in me not doing it. Yes, I can't do it full time. I've got to find some free slots where I can do it, and that's what I'm looking at, and then see what becomes of it. But it's a very unsettling journey for me, because I don't want to not take myself seriously. I don't care about other people, it's me. I don't want to be living my life for the rest of my life feeling inadequate because I'm not zoned in to what I feel, because I didn't have it when I was younger. That's really what it's about. It would have made sense that I had it when I was younger up until this point, and then I would have been able to see what my music was about and what I was about, and then I would have had a past of actual music. I think that's probably what I'm trying to say. I don't have a catalogue of music, so I know that my music is going to be very different. I've seen it. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I believe it's going to have to make sense, and then piecing together my story to make sense really for it's not going to be for people that haven't been able to achieve their dreams as a child, because that's not the point. There's so much music equipment out there now and courses, but maybe, I don't know, it might help for the future of music, not just with age, but it might help evolve it into understanding that your identity and brand will change over time, when you have to evolve with your music, and people might get stuck in the same time zone and not shift their style of music that represents their maturity. So I know now, because the music I was doing before was for a reason, just to bring positive hip hop, because I didn't believe there was enough positive hip hop. I just feel they was talking too much bitches and hoes and etc. Which, excuse me, that's their language, but I just wanted to bring something different, and it's very, very nice. And I won't steer away from MCing, but I want it to represent my identity more as spiritual, cultural, my type of culture where it's therapeutic, tranquil, the sea, the sun, the sky, the beauty, the freedom, you know, and being non-restrictive, non-judgmental, no stereotype, and to release all limitations and to be in an environment where it just accepts all, of all ages, of all colours, of all backgrounds, and we can all come in one room and for that time just be one, unified and loving, you know, the sounds. And when I put my images together, my art, like my videos, etc., I can see the stage. It's a small stage, I can see it, and the type of environment, the decor, basically, and the video footage, and how I can see how I'm going to structure my performance. So all of this has come through since last weekend. It's just really, really nice. But I know I need the portfolio because I've got a lot of songs. So I feel like I'm in a time lapse where this music should have come out a long time ago, but I wasn't fluctuating at the studio. And at the same time, I don't know how to make my own songs, so I don't know how this is going to happen, because this studio is £30 an hour, the other one's 25, so I don't know how my music's gonna, even though I did see how I'm gonna piece together a studio, and I thought it was just gonna come, I suppose. So I shouldn't even as I'm talking, someone's just telling me to, like, shh, don't force the process. So anyway, I've given you a little bit of insight on the music, because this is really my life and what I'm doing. And you know, I was talking about the dreams and what I needed to do to get to where I need to get to. And I didn't want it to be like this, obviously, but this is the situation, this is my life, and it's been a difficult, strict situation for me, because I've been doing music for so long, like I said, and with all the limiting resources I've had, and then I was learning songwriting, and just I never realised, this is the last thing I'm going to say, that I was imagining music for so long, like being an artist. I didn't realise that I was doing this. And what I'm basically trying to get across is, it's a bugger when you're naturally somebody, but you don't live it, because they've put it up in such a, not now, not today, but when I was growing up, it was up on such a high platform that I was an artist and I couldn't get to my job, basically. So this is what I'm really basically trying to explain, and that was basically my rent. Do you see what I mean? That was my livelihood that I couldn't get to, because, you know, I struggle in finances, because not like in a way where, well, I know I could have had a lot more, basically, you know, and I know my life would have been a lot, a lot more different, because a lot of people don't want to talk about any type of financial struggles as well. I try to avoid talking about that because I really want to encourage people in seeing their money, and I can do that. But I've had a financial blockage for some time, and I listen to a lot of the speakers, and what keeps coming up, because I read Artist's Way, is I'm an artist that's blocked, and this is absolutely ridiculous. When I really think about it, and I try my best not to be angry, but it's like, how is this even real? Do you understand? So there's so much people out there that may be living their life where they are not living who they really are. And then I'm not going to go into it too much. When I really, really feel comfortable, I will go into detail. Yeah. And then I have had to do a lot of reading. Now, I met a therapist once, and she told me about the Artist's Way. I'm going to have to read it again. And I read it, and like a lot of people don't have time to be getting undoing their blockages, because you have to sit and read and what have you. We have to be on the move to hustle and find any job that doesn't resonate with the person. That's not their identity. That's not who they are. But you just have to get a stiff upper lip and go and do anything. And then really, you're supposed to be living your reality. And everybody would sit there and say, well, no, we can't do our dream. It's just, it is what it is. Got to pay, got to make a living. However, if you haven't been given the right identity growing up, all right, because it's just been given to whoever, you know. So, like I said, I wasn't able to do like administration. I can only do creative stuff, but it's no good to me if it's not accessible enough. Do you see what I mean? Or it's just accessible to the kids now. All of a sudden, you want music to be accessible. What, the last 6, 7 years? That's no good to me. So I've got a backlog of music that has been here with me for some time, and now I'm just gonna somehow, and I'm not into AI. I'm not gonna go into AI and make my songs, because I write my own songs, yes. Because now they got this AI out where you can just cheat. So I don't mind getting inspiration from it. So somehow now I've got to get all my songs together, because it's like nothing's got sorted out, because there was nothing there for me apart from the struggle of me writing and reading. I had books, yeah, keyboard. I didn't even have Alperton and Logic Pro, and I don't even have the full packages still today. So I've seen, however, it's going to happen in the studio. I have to use AI and the packages I've got, and then my computer's playing up because it keeps crashing because it's very old. So I don't know how this is going to come together. You know, I'm not sure, but I don't want to stress and strain about it either at the same time. But I'm just seeing that, you know, I didn't realise, and there's lots of people out there, they're living in hardship with their music. And so Unity Promotion that I do in my podcast is about basically sharing to artists and creatives, anyone that does anything in the music industry. Could be someone with equipment, stage shows, anyone that's a creative in the music industry, know, A&R managers, whoever, how to make money. Because really, without the money, you cannot really progress. To understand, yes, you need skills, but if you're not around other music people, you're buggered. It's very, very difficult. So that's what I'm doing with the podcast, sharing that situation of struggle in music is horrible. You can get someone that's so talented playing the instruments and they're still struggling because there's nowhere really for them to have an outlet. And how the hell can you really, progress? And a lot of artists that feel like they're just bedroom guitarists don't know how to put on just a little small event. I remember I spoke to a guy and he had a mental problem because of the situation. I believe it's because he was so talented in music and he didn't know how to put on his own event. And I know a lot of artists are lack a lot of confidence. So I said to him, you just need to do a little small event. This was quite a few years ago. He said he didn't have no confidence. I said, you only need to do it for your friends and your family. And then you need to, if you ain't got confidence, just hire out just a little, I don't know, what did I say? Community centre. If you don't feel confident, and just start from there. And he sort of like stopped. He goes, oh yeah, I might do that. Very confident, not very confident, very talented this guy was, So I know I've got that ability to help artists really grow, artist development grow and flourish. So I know that ability I have in me, and watched his space with Unity Promotion. I've seen like something that I'm going to bring forward for other artists, but me, I'm still trying to grow into the flower that I always wanted to be. So anyway, that's enough because I've spoken a lot about it. I was going to read, but I think I'm going to read a little bit. So I was going to read this here. I do need to read some more creative books as well. And Neville Goddard. I've got a lot of creative books as well, but it's just taken too long for me to see me fully, because it's been a journey and a half. And no, I'm not saying it's like this for everyone. This is my own particular story, so I don't want to dishearten anyone in realizing any type of dream. But I need to get away from wishing it was different. I'm trying to get that away from that paradigm. And I'm going to have to do some work on that because that's what keeps coming up, because I can't be feeling like this. I keep reverting backwards, and you can't have regrets. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I need to get rid of that past. I could have been, my life could have been. If that didn't happen, then I wouldn't be in this situation. And life wouldn't be so much difficult, in certain situations. I'm having to be around certain people that just don't understand why I'm not able to do what they think I should be doing. It's a difficult life when you are somebody, but it's nowhere around you to do it. And I want to do other things. I don't mind, but I keep getting confused in my head because the music's there and the images are there, and it just keeps creating the music and the stage. So You just got to put a time aside for who you truly are and make sure that you don't stop doing that, even if you have to work. You could do, if it's music, your events at weekend on Planet when you get home. But just keep doing it while you revolve around the jobs you don't want to do. So you're doing what you don't want to do yet. Keep doing what you do want to do, and eventually you will fluctuate into what you really do want eventually. But like I said, don't give up, because I'm going to carry on for the next 10 years. I'm 50, but I've got to find where I fit in, and eventually I'll feel more confident and comfortable, and I probably will carry on from there, because I know it will be my healing, it will be my stress relief, it will be my therapy, music, because art was I still want to learn art more, was my outlet. But today I saw, God was really showing me music is your therapy, in order for you to feel okay and healthy, and obviously exercise. So it's going to be a part of my health and well-being. And I'm just going to carry on for the rest of my days on this earth and make it normal that it's for everybody, obviously as an artist, and don't feel like pressured, because a lot of people go on about people's age, like, and say, well, no, you meant to stop when you're like 35. No, who the hell are you to tell anyone that? People really need to understand what music is about. Why would you put a limit on it? Because, and I say to people, who the fuck do you think you are? Excuse my language, because it's really that bad. I really feel that way. Because music is international. There is so much different types of music out there. Cultural, therapy. No one knows about the therapy music for people to heal. Music is life. If you want anything, if you're going through something like negative, you put a song on if you put on the right song, you're going to feel all right. But even these types of music, you can't find them anywhere. Go and listen to music, like all types of different music. We're subjected to listening to the same type, but it's so versatile. If you really want to tap in, like tribal music, culture from different countries, worldwide music, there's so much out there. So how can you say it's an age? So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to music. So this is why I want to get myself free, because I've been subjected to where I live to say this is the norm. Yeah, for you it is, for your industry it is, but not for mine. So I said what I'm saying, because I said I was going to stop talking about it, but I want to be able to make my own music freely, and then I will feel more comfortable. So unfortunately, I'm still on that quest. This week I got to wash this week. I keep saying I got to wash it, and I haven't got around to it. I'm on the quest because I put glue here, and quest to learn that, and I don't know how long it's going to take, because I need the time. I need that time, and now I've got to put in the time, because I've done a lot of theory. So let me cut this off. I want to work with the sounds more. That's what I really, really want now, and spend time just naturally zoning into that place where I would go and eat breakfast. I want it to be as natural as that. I want my flow state, like a producer be in the studio every day. They got that environment. That's what I want. I want to be surrounded with music that not just putting it on Spotify and on, which I used to live that life, and it's just gone away from me. I want to be able to play with all the different sounds and put together what I'm constantly seeing and feeling comfortable and making money from it, so I can just get on with it. But I don't know when that's going to happen because, again, the blockage has taken time to release, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. So anyway, I'm going to read, like I said, and I'm sorry that these vlogs I've been talking a lot. I haven't really structured anything. Like I said, I'm reading this Never Got Odd book, The Power of Awareness. I haven't put my videos in the structure and where it's a story form because it's just not where I'm at right now. I'm just not here to be filming properly. My life has got into a bit of a funk at the moment where so much is up in the air at the moment. And I'm really sieving through again a lot because it's a humongous backlog that has been with me, which I didn't realise what the hell it was about. And I also always have a lot to talk about. And then all my clothes are everywhere, I've got to sort them out. And the house, and I'm just really sieving through some stuff where when I was doing my videos before, I was hiding a lot. Because YouTube was structured in a way where everybody was learning filming. And I don't regret that because I learned a hell of a lot of filming skills. And I even met the producer. He was learning how to film and was talking a little bit. He was a bit apprehensive to speak to me about his filming, but he was learning. But I've learned a lot of filming, and it dawned on me, I've learned loads, but I haven't been able to perfect it. Even editing, I haven't been able to perfect it because it's just a lot to do on top of, you know, my true self was music, which I will never regret the filming, never, because it's all a part of everything. But sometimes it feels like my life has been wasted because I didn't have enough experience with other music people and resources and experimentation, and I didn't have the knowledge because it was so expensive, and it was said that it's just for rich, very, very rich people. Okay, so today is very different, I know that. So I feel, I'm going to say the truth, a bit fearful, a little bit, and apprehensive of, do I continue down a path that I'm not being paid for? But I know I have to keep going with the music, but how much time do I really have? You know, because I want more. You know, I've sacrificed a lot. And like I said, I don't fully express myself because shame and all of these limiting thoughts, emotions have to go because they're limiting. They've always limited me. But I could have picked a different path because I didn't know this path was going to make me feel less of a person. And that's what can happen. And I reflect, and the passion that I have for my work, but absolutely no experience on stages, and the wealth of equipment out there. And I say to myself, how is it that there was so much lack within me to not go and experience? Because I wasn't aligned with that type of industry, like Britney Spears and Beyonce, and just running up and down the stage. Rihanna, they've got a type of hyper dancing and It's the same as the Tyler. They're the same type of poppy fashion, want to show off type people. What's that other one then? Cardi B and all these people. Right, so they've got the same type of music, so to speak. So I don't think I aligned with that type of style, and why I didn't go down that route. I feel like I was creating something totally different that belonged to me. So now I'm gonna have to just accept that, but I don't think differences are rewarded. I think everybody's basically cloned. A lot of people say manufactured, and I think it needs to change. We need a variety of different types of artists. That, and to say, okay, that person needs that, that person needs that. We're not all one and the same. And I think that's what the growth is. That was the stunt within me, that it was saying, no, you just don't connect. And this length of time. And I hope I get a chance to really show what I'm trying to show. I really hope I get that chance, because I have to make my own beats now. I've done my songs, now it's the beats. So let's watch this space. I believe it, that it's going to come. I believe it is all within me. I believe it. But when it comes to creation, it's like you just don't know the timing, because if I've waited this length of time for so much different things in my life, it's like you just don't know the timing. And I suppose I have sort of given up on it in that sense, because, you know, we live in a money system. I like to add that one again. And we're not free to you know, be waiting around for the manifestation to come through. Let's be realistic. If we didn't have money in this world, then we'd be free to get on with things the way we want. And we wouldn't really have the restriction to say, oh, we don't know that time. And that's what I feel stops your manifestation. It can do money. So I'm saying during the time that you're making money, get on with the spare time you have in what you truly love. And just, work with what you've got, and be satisfied with what you can do. Because even though I don't fully do music the way I want, I'm still grateful for what I can do with music. Even if it's not like, you know, full Chris Brown type of life, you know, where I get to perform when I want and just totally free. He's totally free in his, well, I think he's free. He might not be in the way he wants to do his music. I could be wrong, but when I say free, I'm talking about being able to be around music, to just create it all of the time. I would love to be able to do that every single day. So, like I said, if you can get to it full time, fine. If you can't, just still do it. Still do what you love, you know, even if it's part time. That's my point. So anyway, I'm going now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's just a little simple little vlog, nothing too big. I hope to come back with more structured vlogs. I wanted to do more storytelling, but I'm just not in that place to do the structured storytelling. And I've got lots of video ideas. I've got loads as well, but the music has come up and other things have come up that I've got to focus on more, other than social media, because I don't have much followers either to say I've got time to be giving you all of these fancy videos. If I had like more people on here and I was getting paid on here, then I'd be able to do that. but I can just give you what I can. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just taken a lot of time away from my life, and when you don't get paid for something, you can't give your best self. So let life go in the direction that it has to, and I will come on here when I can. I cannot promise weekly videos either. I know I've put a few up, but I'll just come on here when I can. I do a live once a week. We'll see how long that continues for, because like I said, until if I ever do get more numbers, I've got to take this wig off, because I have been on here for 8 years and I've got 80 subscribers. Not that it doesn't hurt me no more, because my dream was to be, getting paid on here. And someone was saying to me the other day, how does it feel not being paid? But they weren't being very nice about it. They were being quite nasty. But I said, it's something that I'm just getting over. It's just something I have to get over, because I had a dream. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I still believe it, to be a basic I don't know if they call it influence now, be an influencer on YouTube. That I done everything so I had the whole lifestyle sorted out, and I had all the video. I sorted out everything, but it didn't come through, and it was hurting me. Even like I said, TikTok and that, I don't really go on it too much. Instagram, I've built something new for it, but I don't know if I'm going to bring it out yet. Not that I blame anybody or anything, but it just felt like, again, I got a dream and I'm just not getting supported with that dream. And it's just a reflection to make me think that I'm not good enough. But at the same time, I was on a journey trying to see myself at the same time. So my inner world was held back, and I had to undo it. So I couldn't really come in the way that I wanted to. Where if I look back on my videos, they probably weren't good enough, because I was suffering some severe depression. At times I was hearing voices, So I've been on this part, and I haven't really spoken about it. I've probably spoken about little bits and bobs, because people like to put people down. They don't understand people that hear voices, because they're ignorant and they're not very nice people. And I don't think a lot of the people that work with people with voices understand them either, because, they've got their own issues. And it literally is because dreams have been held back. It's like shaking a Coke can, and then that's what happens. That's where voices come from. Opening that bloody Coke can. So like I said, I always say, focus on your child's strengths, and push them forward for the child as long as it's safe, so they can live out their dreams and pay their bills in the future adequately. We need to get rid of scarcity in this world. There is abundance of money, wealth, and abundance and richness, but we all need to grow and evolve and tap into it. If we don't, let me start here. If we keep holding each other back because we feel that child needs to go there and that child needs to go there, and we think the music is not going to make no money, it's not going to make the money, because you've got to bloody confess that in the future. And if we don't have money in the future, you don't know if there's going to be a money system. I'm not going to be here in the next 100 years. You don't know. Stop living in your own bloody inner prison. Like you've put yourself in that. Don't put other people in that as well. How dare you? Don't put your limitations on what you don't understand. There's a lot of things I don't understand, but every day I say God guides my path. Control is control. You understand? And I've got control in me because it was taught. All these things have to drop off, drop off, drop off. So, like I said, social media didn't go the way I planned it, but I don't know in the next 2 years it could. I'm going to get out of my own way, and maybe that's what the issue is. I'm in the way of it. All right, so I'm going to go now, and I'll see you in the next Diva Glitz lifestyle vlog. So you enjoy yourself. Don't take life too seriously. I know it's hard if you're programmed in that way, but try your best to get to know yourself and self-love yourself. It's about self-love, self-love. And I will put my planner here for you to see, and you can go and check it out and press and buy it to self-love yourself every single day, because that's what will get you where you need to go. Bye. See you in the next Diva Glitz lifestyle vlog.